What up, though? It's your girl, Lemuria. I'm back with another reading on I Am Reminiscent. Thank you so much for tuning into this message. I hope it finds you well. Still finishing up the Jupiter and Taurus transit videos for the next 12 months, going into Jupiter and Gemini. All right, we left off with Virgo, so that's where we're going to pick up at. All right, this is for anywhere you have Virgo in your chart. This is going to be a trine energy, both Earth signs, Virgo and Taurus. So it's going to be easy energy. It can make you kind of lazy, but if you put in some extra effort or work, it'll pay off very handsomely. Okay, so again, this is a general reading for anywhere you have Virgo energy in your chart. Not necessarily only for sun, moon, rising, but if you have those as well, that's great. Okay, if you're looking for a personal reading or a personal astrologer, the links will be available in the description box below. Okay, I'm using the Oracle of the Radiant Sun deck for the 12-month spread. Okay, let's get into it. Let's see what messages we have for Virgo energy during Jupiter Taurus transit. Virgo 12-month spread for Jupiter and Taurus. What messages do we have for Virgo energies for this Jupiter and Taurus transit? Alrighty. Alright, so next month is July. We have your card here, the Sun in Virgo, health. Alright, so during the month of July, it'll be very important that you are maintaining your health. You're putting more focus on where you need to be more strict when it comes to your diet, not just food, but definitely where you put all your time and energy into, what needs to be cut off, where can you save time or save money. I also see this as clearing your head. This is July will be a good month to go somewhere and clear your head, or do some meditation with water. Of course, get into nature, but do some type of cleansing of your crown chakra. Eliminate any thoughts that are not yours, and find your own sound or your own voice again when it comes to what is going to transform in the following months. You want to be zeroed into your own energy as much as possible. So whatever routine you have to create to make sure that you can block out any and all distractions or other energies like what's going on right now, do it. And create the routine where you do this every day, because it's like a spiritual cleanse. You're spiritually cleansing your mind, your mind's eye every single day. Starting off your day, going into a divine alignment, ending your day, going into a divine alignment. That's going to be truly evident come July. You're going to need that. So August, we have Saturn in Aries risk here, the risk card here. So basically we're looking at with the clearing and already being done or situated, we can honestly start to invest, taking a risk, doing something out of the ordinary. And because you've already cleared your head of what other people may think and feel about you, it'll be easier for you to start finding what key you need or key ingredient you need in order to face your fears with creating a new contract with someone or creating some type of agreement This could definitely be a financial, business-oriented type of contract that's going on here. Something to help you expand and grow your money. But having that divine alignment routine already set before in July, by the time August comes, it's going to be a door or, you know, a window of opportunity that'll come up for you where you're going to be challenged, and you want to be so strong and sure of yourself, knowing yourself, that you're not going to second guess whether you can do it or not. You actually going to take the plunge. Okay, September, your birth month. Virgo suns, we have the Mars in Libra choice here. Okay, so come September, this could be you deciding on what you actually want to do with your birthday season, because you want to, you know, be financially well off and you want to make the right decisions. I also see this as seeing the progress of what has taken place in August as far as your financial decision is concerned or your business agreement is concerned. This could also be you having to look into any legal documents or cases that may be created against you or for you. You may want to be very cautious reading the fine print. I believe Mercury will be retrograde in Virgo as well. So yeah, you definitely want to read all the fine print come September as much as possible, because someone could definitely be a bit shifty or unstable when they come to you. They're coming to you not really knowing what decision they want to make, but you can see clearly what they cannot. Okay, so make sure you read the fine print. I could see things being very beautiful or feeling very beautiful for you, but other people may not be in the same mindset. So again, continuing the routine of keeping your own energy routine like clockwork, putting that above everything else will honestly help you moving forward, because there is going to be some people asking you to make choices for them, and you want to be clear that you're not, you know, making other people choices for them as much as you may be helping them to wager what they already dealing with, like go through the fine print, go through the pros and the cons, but be very careful with telling someone what to do, because I feel like they already know that they want to do. They just keep asking you to verify and verify and verify and get all the information they can out of you because they feel like you're an expert, but they already know what they want to do. So don't invest too much time into trying to make or force people to make certain decisions. They already know what they want to do. Okay, so October, we have status Jupiter and Taurus. Okay, so October, your opportunity is going to show up. At this time, Venus will have stopped its retrograde in Leo, which is 12th house to the Virgo energy. So this will be a great chance or opportunity to start to move ahead with certain plans, especially if it involves a new beauty routine or a change in your look. This could also be you choosing to move ahead with your plans. Now that this person that has kind of like chose to come to you or want to work with you, now that they finally made a decision on their own terms, that you guys can move forward. Okay, like I said, don't make decisions for them. Let them make their own decisions. You know what I'm saying? Don't give away too much of the information that you hold and you have. Keep directing their questions back to them. Okay, because anything that someone is trying to inquire of you or take out of you is really trying to kind of like on some Jedi mind trick or some reverse psychology type thing. So because you're so analytical and you're so detailed, they'll try to use that as a reason why they make the decision that they made, but you don't have to give them more, you know, ammunition. Okay, so coming in October, you'll be more balanced to move forward with whatever you want to do when it comes to expanding with your status. Okay, and this could definitely mean that, you know, through these routines and this consistency and clearing and binding yourself to your higher self, you start to kind of realize a lot of things, a lot more than maybe you have previously. It doesn't mean that you were, you know, not trying to. It just means that you have a new angle or new philosophy regarding your life cycle that you may not have had before due to the experience. Okay, so come November, we have Venus in Virgo. Imagine discrimination. Okay, so November here, this is an opportunity for, you to honestly bask in the fact that you have a lot of good opportunities. You have a lot of opportunities for change in your life that are opening up for you. And depending on, you know, the long term, what you want to do, that'll determine which ones you choose. Okay. This is kind of like you getting your footing with this newfound glory or success. There's going to be some loyalty that you haven't had before. Someone's going to be very loyal, or you're just going to realize that being loyal to yourself was ultimately what you needed to do in the first place, instead of giving too much of your energy away to other people. You are very service oriented, or wherever you have Virgo in your chart is extremely service oriented. But you're starting to pick and choose what you're choosing to service, what you're choosing to give your time and energy to, what you're choosing to help with, who you're choosing to help, because you can't fix people. Okay? You can't fix people in their situations. So taking that energy and utilizing it for what you can do instead of what you can't do, honestly, again, gives you a whole new philosophy on life. You have a new status in the spiritual world that you're going to be utilizing moving forward, that'll give you the manifestations that you're looking for or have been trying to acquire, but you've been lacking the commitment to yourself. So in December, we have Mars Gemini decision. Okay, we got the chessboard here on this card. So come December, this could be like you moving somewhere, or you have an opportunity to change a location of some sort. I definitely see this as one of the decisions that you're choosing to move forward with has a bit of mystery to it. You want to stay 5 moves ahead, especially if you have anything legal going on. Definitely make sure you stay 5 moves ahead as much as possible. That could be a lot of detail that you may want to skip over or overlook because you think you may know exactly how things are going to turn out, so you don't want to look into it. Again, be very wise, be very discriminatory, which we learned here in November, moving forward. But I do see like there's an angelic encounter or spiritual encounter that will take place. Someone is coming to visit you to give you a game plan. They could be doing this through your dreams, or if you have that actual gift, they may actually show up and you see them and have a conversation with them, and they tell you, kind of like how Gabriel told Mary what's going to happen when she gets pregnant and gives birth and what the child is going to be. You know what I'm saying? He didn't tell her the whole story, but he gave her something to start off with, something to chew on. Okay, so I feel like and this can happen in many forms. It could be someone, it could be something that you prayed for, honestly, that you were asking for wisdom or discernment regarding how to deal with something. And December comes where you have to make a decision if you're going to move forward with what you wanted or not, because it's going to be presented to you in the most uncanny way. You might think it's a game or a trick, but really it's just like, okay, do you want to move forward or do you not want to move forward? Because if you choose to move forward, you're not going to, again, you're not going to know everything, but you will be given something to chew on. And that could be good enough or not good enough for you. It just depends on you. January, we have Moon in Sagittarius. Optimism, okay? So if you do choose to move forward with whatever decision you choose to make sure that you acquire a high level of optimism. It is very much in Virgo's nature to look at the negative side of things before looking at the positive side of things. And that can kind of decrease the confidence and increase the insecurity. So with this decision, again, with you starting out practicing having a spiritual hydration when it comes to replenishing yourself spiritually as a part of your daily routine, when you make this decision, it's not going to incur doubts. You can have fears, okay? You can have some fears because there's the unknown aspect that's included in this. However, you're still going to be confident enough that whatever decision you choose to make, you're going to be able to live with. So you continue to move with that energy and gain momentum with your optimism. And it can be kind of hard for Virgos to have that type of optimism, which is why Virgo square Sagittarius. Because when it comes to philosophy and how you reason with things happening or not happening in your life, that could be kind of like it could be a make or break when it comes to the type of mentality you have. Because if you're not optimistic and viewing the cup half full and there's more to come, then you can start to doubt yourself and all the progress and work you've actually made. And there may come a lot of people or a lot of opportunities to hang out with people or to be around certain individuals. And it could be family. It may have to do with children as well, but it could definitely be even a type of friend circle where you all want to get together and do things. But you may have other things to tend to. There could be some type of division taking place between you and a group of people based on the fact that you're hungry for whatever success you're choosing to work on. And because you're so, tapped into who you are spiritually, you may feel like they're a diverse group of people. And they're not necessarily bad. It's just that they're so, in one area or another that you're not currently in at the moment. So it can be kind of, it can kind of pull on your energy a little bit. So you still want to stay focused, okay? If you have the time and the luxury to go out and have fun, have a good time, even spend a little money with your friends, going shopping or going out for drinks or going to a party or whatever, going to a bar, if you have the room to do so, do it. Just don't overdo it, okay? All right, so that was November, December, January, February. We're moving into Mars in Capricorn, okay? So we have authority here. The first thing that came to mind was the law, having a run-in with the law. There may be some this is a person. Someone wants to restrict you. They want to restrict you. Either A, they want to restrict you because they feel like you was doing a good job and now you're falling off and they want to get you back on. Or they want to restrict you because they see you going places that they're not and they can't really pinpoint or control it. So they're trying to set up a parameter to kind of box you in. You would know the ins and outs of this, but this is definitely someone who has an authority in your life, or they hold a certain strong position in your life, and what they say carry weight. Okay, now because what they say can carry weight in your life, you want to be cautious about what they're saying to you, or be open to hear what they're saying to you. But again, remember, with your spiritual routine that you've already put into place in your new found philosophy about how you want to live your life and what you want your lifestyle to be, because you know the reason why you're here, that has to be included when you're factoring in what this person has to say. It could be a parent, it could be a father figure, most definitely, or this could be like the father of your husband or father of your children. I was about to say father of the bride. But this person does have some weighty words to tell you about how they see things. It can put you down or make you feel, you know, like you may have lost a bit of the optimism that you had previously coming up to this point. But it really is just them giving you a stern word to keep your awareness high. Okay. March, we have Mercury in Libra. Yep. So we have the influence card here. So yeah, definitely this person is letting you know something. This is a influence card. This is a Libra card. So this is charming. This is charisma. This is, you know, persuasion. Okay, persuading someone or something to happen. I definitely see this as magic as well. This could be someone who's very religious, or they're into religion, or they was raised around a strong religious family. Okay, but yeah, you have like your high priest is presenting you with information, but you're kind of like yoked in a familiar setting that kind of makes this person look like a snake. And that's the snake in this picture. And they got the tongue with the Mercury glyph. The snake does. So you or this other person could be viewing who this snake person is as someone who is a Debbie Downer, or they just don't have the guts or the spirit or the ambition that you have. But with Mercury coming out of the snake's mouth, which are words, language, things of that sort, it can be tricky should you let it. It can get tricky should you let it. Okay, this is all a testament to how far you've come in your spiritual journey, how well you've come to know yourself and known yourself through the last cycles of this Jupiter Taurus transit. Okay, so yeah, this could definitely be like a letter coming in the mail, even, or email, something online, a post or a statement is being said to you, about you, regarding you, or what you're doing, and it can cause you some concern or some type of shakeup. But I honestly don't feel like you should worry about it like that deeply. I think you need to, again, remain clear in who you are moving forward. You have a lot more to offer than to stop what you're doing and give everything that you are to another person. And regardless of whether they appreciate it or not, you still gotta have something left for you. Okay? And this person, whoever the snake is, they're an enlightened being, but other people may fear them. Other people may question the words that they say, but it's up to you if you choose to be one of those people. Okay? Okay, yeah. November, December, January, March, April, May. We have Mercury, Aries, restlessness. Okay? Yeah, somebody definitely, and I hear it too. Somebody put a bug in your ear and told you what you needed to hear. I feel like it's going to come off very distressful, but it honestly gave you some freedom. And he has, again, the Mercury symbol. And this goes back to you going back to being more aware of yourself, the number one, okay? Going back to what your true desires were, okay? Because you manifested something to its completion, and then it's like you take the time to celebrate it and share it with other people, but don't forget, You know, there's still other parts to this story that's being written. So, that was May. July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February, March, April, May. You got Jupiter, Aries, Enterprise, another number 1. Okay, so lots of expansion, lots of growth, lots of experience that's going to take place in May for you. This will be the time where you kind of go through a full view of what's happened in the last year since Jupiter went into Taurus, ingressed into Taurus, as it goes into Gemini now. Things start to change. You're moving into, you know, your midheaven if you're a Virgo rising. You're crossing the midheaven point, the high point in your chart, going into the 10th house of status and discipline, okay? And the more is going to be offered to you with the more work that you put in and the more work that you do. So again, continue to maintain your spiritual health, because that's going to be a key factor here for you for the next 12 months. Okay, and then we have the last card here is Discovery, Mercury and Sagittarius with the 9, okay? So yeah. By June of next year, you will have discovered your true wealth, your true reason for being, your true source of power, what gets you going, what areas of life you can grow and expand in, and who is going to support you in this endeavor and who is not. It doesn't mean, again, that they're a bad person or anything like that. You just have something that they can't see, and it's not meant for everybody to see. All right, vision, okay, completion, okay. You have a vision, you're setting out that's bigger than what you've done before. Practice spiritual hygiene daily. When you wake up, before you go to bed, that's even doing a meditation, doing divination, speaking with your ancestors, your angel guides, the ascended ancestors that you have, giving offerings, okay, having that exchange of energy flowing between you and the other worlds, so you can see and not forget that you're not alone in this journey as well. Okay, you're not alone in doing this. In the physical realm, the more that you give to yourself, the more you'll have to service other people. Okay, and because you're such good at multitasking and being so beneficial to others, that can deplete your energy, that can deplete your, you know, sources, your resources. So I feel like this Jupiter in Taurus is really asking you to create a spiritual routine for yourself and see how it deeply impacts your success financially, especially moving forward. Because it's like you have more money than you thought you would have. You have more, you see more beauty in yourself than you had in before, you know? And then you get to see more beauty and abundance and wealth and things all around you, and it's kind of magnetic. You kind of get drawn to it. It gets drawn to you a bit more often. And then you have to, you know, then there comes that time with this authority where you have to be the person who has to say so in the lane that you're going to ride in, because you've made so many changes. And the reason why you're doing something, your motivations, your hidden motivations had to rise to the surface for you to make a choice and see, okay, am I doing this for the reasons that I want to do it, or am I doing this for the reason for someone else? Okay, and that can make or break what it is you do next. So be very mindful this coming 12 months where or what your reason is, what your why is, and keep yourself spiritually cleansed as often as possible, because it's going to help you with your keen sense of magic to be far more superior and moving ahead, especially if you're into entrepreneurship, travel, and teaching others. Is going to support that vision or those visions that you have for yourself, okay? and finding your tribe. So that's going to be the message I have for Virgo energy. Thank you so much for tuning into this message, and I hope it finds you well. Leave a comment below, like, share, and subscribe to the channel as well. Peace.